Mirage. And you've said this is a 3-mapper written all over it, Alan, but I don't know. Something about the way 9 played there on Vertigo just has me believing they could do it again.
Well, if you want to go by the previous time these teams faced off, they made Vertigo a little bit more convincing than an overtime show, as we saw here. So, I don't know. I need to see it to believe it. I'm a non-believer in the 9 Mirage. 6 losses in a row. Some of those teams I doubt you've heard of. So they need to start good, get some rounds on the board, and then maybe, just maybe, I'll relent in my prediction.
Not going to start great in this round. The battle of the Oppers on pistols leaves GXX standing. Oh, and another one. All right. Pop the shots straight into that dome. Goofy will finally put his reign of terror to the end, but look at the pull. All of 9 have abandoned the B site, and oh, look at where they're planting the bomb. This is a really tough retake, especially with Scenari just now making his way out of spawn. He's going to be coming in on the flank. He's going to be ruining any mid presence that they have. Synopsy's just trying to hold that mid player at bay long enough for Scenari to get the flank. This is tough. Time going to be short. They don't have the kit. They need to get these kills. They are finding these kills. RigoN is low. A bullet anywhere will do him in, and it's all going to be on a Scenari. Scenari finds the first, but this is falling apart. They've got to stick on the defuse, and they know it. But he's pulled him off. He's won the round. Scenari secures it.
Ooh, got a little bit dicey in the end. It was a pretty good retake from 9. Just didn't have a kit. Didn't have a kit. And that's what truly sealed the deal. Bad news, Eagles. It was kind of a default pistol, really. Spread out, late group towards B, get the bomb down, then think about the after plant. And yeah, they make it work. Make it work fairly well. So they'll be happy. 9 again, like we saw in that first map, don't like forcing second round on CT side. So they'll be on non-upgraded pistols. And they've gone for the 5-man A stack. Which with our overview, looks like the wrong decision.
Well, smoke down means that they won't even get to look at these players as they take the site. And Synopsy is quickly going to realize, hey guys, I think we can plant. I think we got this one free and clear. 4-man push in towards spawn might catch GXX. Might do. He's isolated. He's retrievable. He wants to hunt. Here comes the swing! And the punish eventually comes in. So now the game becomes hide the AK. Got a pretty decent head start for it, but Swan Flatro, making his way up ramp, is going to keep that out of their mitts.
Sad times. Sad times. I had that one under lock and key. It wasn't the case. He's dead. He's dead. The blood is coming out. He can't be saved.
Oh no. Wait, he's respawned. Oh, good.
Oh, nice. Right, okay.
Much like Valhalla, as we've established, he's back.
Maybe Key is a Viking reenactor.
Maybe he's just
that's
a Viking.
the secret. Maybe you're true.
Who needs to be a reenactor? Maybe he's the real deal. They got a time machine. They're like, you know what would probably help a CS team is a legit berserker.
Does he play in his armor?
I don't know. That's a good question. Vikings didn't wear a whole lot of armor, by and large. Oh, Kylar! Playing in something right now. Whatever it is, you better keep it on, because that was timing and a half, and he's going to get a 3rd kill as well. Synopsy alone. He'll get a kill. Cost him half his health, though, and all of his secrecy. They now know where he's playing from, and oh, without the bomb, there's never a risk of this round. That's 9, getting a very convincing first gun round on the board.
Very clean, very clean. Just a good B defense. Kylar, the man himself, doing a lot of good work. And actually, Bad News Eagles losing a couple rifles. Density economy a tad. Their nadage isn't perfect. They have got 5 smokes, which is the most important thing for sure. Here on the T side of Mirage. But a question what we're going to go into, because Not on Molotov. It's going to be hard to really clear out a lot of these mid angles. It's going to be more of a 3-2. 2 in mid, 3 towards A ramp. And they'll work off each other to probe towards A.
He completely overlooked here onto the belt. One. Almost had the second. Juan Flacho, good response there. Opens things up, though. Sparrow, you can tell he's wary. He knows if he gets clocked, things get rough. And oh. Alright. Apparently Minio didn't get the memo. Now they're just going for individual poke back in. This is not ideal. Goofy's kill might make this contentious. Tommy's going to be on the triple player. Kylar can't get anything. This one. Oh, Goofy!
No.
Goofy! He's done it! How? From nothing, he pulls it back, Alan.
I'm in shock. Did Bad News Eagles have no nades left?
Oh my God, Goofy.
That is savage. That is brutal. That is filth. That is disgusting. How's that allowed? Goofy 8 and 2. Money and is disastrous for Bad News Eagles. Not even a bomb plant. I'm starting to believe now, Mike. There might be a 2-0 in the midst. In the mist here, emerging right in front of my eyes.
Goofy, yucking his way into that victory.
We need some help.
Timing?
We need some help here on A.
Yeah, they're leaving players pretty isolated. I mean, we saw in the last round, right? Some very ISO fights. Didn't love that. Don't love this. Bomb's gonna be planted, so Bad News Eagles are loving every piece of this round. Molotov. Go in here. Synopsy doing so much damage with that AK. Just down to 2 unarmored pistols. With that bomb taken away, there is a world where this happens. Not a likely one, but a world. I need to get on the defuse. That's a big kill. That actually solves the problem. No kit. Better get on that stick. And yeah, all good. Kit's in jungle. Come on, Sparrow, go get it.
Still mega damage.
$400.
Synopsy, I don't know how Synopsy gets those 2 kills as the bomb gets planted. We must just be over-facing. So it's not like if we're playing together, he's insta-traded. And that wasn't the case.
I don't love the way 9 are playing this AA defense.
I think they need to read the money better. That was pretty stupid. They saw the buy, and the one before was on the brink. As soon as you see players buying Galils, that's all you need to know, that there's way less than 2,000 on any player. They should have known that was an eco, and yeah, solo player triple. That's not the play.
Tag on to Minio early here. Ops now out for both sides, so we got us an old-fashioned duel on our hands. Lead control's been lost. 9 not really contesting this past the first rush, and well, heavier lean towards A this time around. Goofy's in the firebox, I think.
Yeah, they've just boosted the AWP on B. That's Sparrow. If we can get on the deep line, suddenly we've got an option here to lean more numbers over on A. Oh no,
push
smoke
Kyler off of it. That's a Minio down. He was the unhealthy player, but now the question is, can these B players even get involved in time to matter? Because up con they go, and this is going to be really tough. The one X factor here is...
There are no smokes. There's no smokes if Sparrow peeks connector, and he's dead.
Oh,
okay.
He's dealt with it. Have they completely overlooked Goofy is the question here. Goofy finds one. Oh, pulls him off the plant. Hasn't caught that kill on Scenario. That could have made things very interesting. Instead, Kylar realistically should save.
Yeah, time to get out of here. Tricky round for 9. Minio being so low just made it so difficult for him to really contest connector. And then GXX posted on that catwalk swing. If he's not posted, I think they lose the round because there were so many players trying to run up jungle, cross towards bench and get that bomb down. But they make it work. They make it work despite the low utility. And now, script is flipped and it's 9 with no cash. This has been a slugfest here at the start of Mirage. Neither team stringing really anything together. But now it's gone back the other way. And bNE.rigoN have a great chance now to just capitalize upon this. I think it might even be a force buy here from 9. The money's that bad.
Take the time to talk it over. I mean, if they save here, right? Even if Kylo dies, you gotta buy in the next. Minio has enough money, I think, to put an op over if they wanted to. It's what, 1900 loss bonus coming in, or are we on 24?
19.
19. Okay. They're gonna go. All right, they're gonna go all the way in. Get the better loss bonus, get everyone on the same page, I guess, going forward. They'll risk it here, and they do get a rifle, to be fair, to put onto K. So K and Kylo are gonna need to go ham. Goofy. Stuck on the D. But, you know, considering his start to this map, some respect on his name. She almost dead there with one of their most important guns. There's nades here. There's nades here. Nades towards top block could be huge, but that's 1 HE dropped, and, well, the options may be missed. Kylar knows what he's got to try and do,
big
and that's
nade.
going to find a kill.
Big nade.
All right, here we
Crikey.
go. Chunky. Imagine if they'd had a second.
That was easily 110, maybe 150 damage nade. We just need some help here on B. Goofy's so alone. He's so alone. Minio's taken Palace, and guys, you've got to realize it's not A, and get over here soon.
It's not committing this way, though. It's just the one. Oh, Goofy spotted it now. That is going to draw the rotation, but the problem is they don't have to react. You still got this mid hold. You've only seen one Flacho. Fostering from Minio could be really helpful if this turns into a retake on A, but it's just an unarmed D, so what can he possibly hope to sell? Carlos come back in towards window, and...
Oh, I spot the cross. No way.
Can't get the kill. Can't get the kill. So now they're going through con. This has pulled Minio out, and at this point, this round should likely be over. Maybe they kill Juan Flatro and bring his gun through into the next as well, but with no presence or posturing towards A, this is a nightmare retake.
I don't know. This is a mess of an afterplan if Minio kills the short player. Oh, God.
Oh, okay. Could have picked up the gun first, but, you know, nitpicking there.
This is a horrible call. Do you save?
Do you know the number of times that players have just slipped past instant death in towards mid from the bNE.rigoN? It's wild.
How's nobody died for the last 40 seconds? What is going on?
Come on now. Thank you.
Well, making this expensive.
They are. Juan Flatro might find some of these guns.
If they save all 3 of these guns, they should buy again. But they
Juan
can't.
Flatro finds it.
Yeah, I think they Kylo would have dropped and they would have bought again, I think. But not now. Have to eco. Have to eco. That is... I mean, it looks fairly convincing in the end for bNE.rigoN, but there were so many moments in that round where they just lose. It's a good... I guess it's a nice call to show the B split and then kind of preempt the rotation and go up connector, but yeah, there were a lot of gambles taken throughout that one. And they get away with it.
The old, I bet I can get away with this push in apartments. That's pretty much my approach to playing Mirage and matchmaking. It's good to see it continues on to this level. Do I feel like I can push courtyard? I'm going to push courtyard.
Nobody calls it courtyard.
I call it courtyard. What do you call it?
Palace.
You call it palace.
Wait, where are you on about?
I'm talking about where Kylar just pushed through. Goofy gets himself a kill. Okay, dealt with. And Kylar...
Top of the stairs from underpass.
What are you doing? No. Okay, we'll talk about it in a second. Kylar appears like he's going to try this, which is a choice. Don't think it's one I agree with, per se. The economic damage is negligible in value, and losing his gun is valuable. So, okay, you push apartments, right?
Yep.
That area with the steps coming up from underpass behind the apartments where the sky opens up and you throw nades for a B exact. It is literally like a courtyard. What do you call it?
You don't have to call it. I mean, you just call it TV, because you just
No,
need to say out.
TV is the hall.
I
TV
understand,
is the
but
hall.
you say out TV.
Yeah,
or
okay,
something.
so you don't have a call for it. That's right, it's
You don't
courtyard.
need to call
Get
it.
wrecked, nerd.
You don't need to ever. I mean, I don't know what's happening in your matchmaking. People are fighting there all the time. Are you the one getting pushed up mid, or are you the one pushing up mid, or B apps?
I'm usually pushing B apps, yeah. I like to play as the B anchor.
You like
way-
to play as the B anchor.
I know, because I can just get the nade timing
Absolute masochist.
and contribute. I'm a team player, Alan. I'm a team player. Okay, he's gonna start this one out. Nice. Ooh, gets a second as well. That's the K effect, is getting the second kill when he has no business doing so. And now it all falls apart for the Bad News Eagles. It should have been a one and done in that position. He should have been a dead man. Instead, he's throwing nades at Juan Flatro. He's gonna go for the third, and he's gonna get it. Why not? K, he's unkillable sometimes.
Picks up the double AWP as well. That was the cleanest round, I think, from either of the teams so far in this map. Finally gets a little bit of money in reserve for 9M. Not that at all throughout this half. Because I think they're having a quick discussion about who's actually going to be taking that secondary AWP. It's on the ground for the moment. It's going to be Kylar. Where are you playing? We've got one of the AWPs starting towards connector. And one towards apartments. He wants to get up and aggressive.
This duel decides the round. All right, round for 9. Calling it right here and now. If I'm wrong, I will do nothing. Because I make predictions like this every round. Can't have a penalty that often. But I feel good about this one,
We
Alan.
should start introducing penalties.
Yeah?
There needs to be stakes, risks.
What
You
would
make
our stakes be?
predictions.
It has to be
You make-
low enough stakes that we can make the predictions frequently.
Oh, okay, right.
But high enough that it matters.
I'll think of something. We'll refer to Twitch chat. I'm sure they've got some good ideas.
Give us your answers. Tweet at Alan_. That's Alan with an A. 2 A's, to be exact.
And 2 O's.
And 2 L's. Why don't you just add 2 N's and really keep it consistent?
Put the N at the front. Nalan.
I think at the end, just be Alan.
I don't know. Be symmetric. With the N
Do you want to be Nalan?
We'll be
Nalan
symmetric.
Hender. That's a name you
Yes.
can trust.
Exactly. Oh, wait. Is the implication they don't trust me at the moment?
I plead the 5th.
Where you gone?
Okay, CK there.
Where you gone?
K is such a powerful mental warrior here. He's in their heads. They're killing each other to avoid trying to face his rifle.
ESL. What a man.
Let Regons be Regons, Alan. We need to move on here.
I can't.
To
I don't know
Juan
what was going
Flatro.
on there. He's just laying lead down range. No remorse. Doesn't care about his teammates.
No.
Megan plays only for himself.
Do you know K ended actually with 35 kills on Vertigo?
I mean, he had a good game. It didn't feel that
realize
good.
that. Well, because he disconnected, reconnected a couple of times, right?
Oh,
in the middle?
right, yes.
So
yeah,
it cut
that's
his
why.
stats up. He had 30, he went 35 and 20 with 106 ADR, plus 15 KD, 1.72 rating, plus 11 first kill differential. That's monstrous.
This guy
So-
was also a free agent for about seven months, I would
So
say.
you remember at the break when I said I didn't think one player had stood head and shoulders above everybody else?
He was lying.
I lied, apparently. Did not realize. The DCs meant that we did not realize how astronomical his numbers were. That's wild.
We've got a lot of space here. What a crazy start, actually, for 9. They started 3B, and now Minio's pushing. He's got a colossal gap, and Synopsy jumps up window.
Now
With
this is going to be
no-
deadly, because now Minio's going to come in top mid. Unless they get a kill here really quickly, they're in trouble.
I think he's seen the
They're
barrel.
in
Oh, he's
trouble.
being absolutely teased.
So, can ESL do something with this position? Not if he keeps losing teammates. He's lost himself, too. 2 players pushing out A. Full read here for 9. Not even quite sure what they've seen, but whatever they've seen, it's working. And that's going to be clean for 9, as they have started to really build this defense.
It's been such a streaky series, isn't it? One team can only win 5 rounds in a row, and then it just reverses. And Baddies Eagles haven't had even a close round for feels like 4 or 5 of them. And now again on the pistols. Lack of bomb plants really denting their ability to string buys together. Goofy's also having a great game. So, yeah, holes in this defense come few and far between, and there's no mistakes here of a solo player by triple. 3 on location.
Okay, opening pick. As he is again racing to the top of the scoreboard. Seems to be undeniable. 3rd of the round. Yes, it's just an eco, but why not? Give him a 4K. All right, put him firmly in the lead of this particular map. He is just having a monstrous day here. Above 100 ADR again.
Yeah, I was saying, I mean, with Key, he had obviously Anonymous, and then he had a very, very brief sprint with Sprouts, where I think he still played for them when they won. They got the Pro League spot through conference. The end of last year, and then he just left the team, and he didn't. I don't think he played for anybody for ages. And I know a lot of teams are inquiring about him, and he just wasn't playing. And he's just such an. He's too good not to be playing. He's way too good. So I'm so happy he's actually back on the server.
India's gonna push on to pass, thinking there's no way they expect a second player here, and he might be right on Flatro. Oh, those footsteps heard. That space is going to be taken. Key gonna have to step to the plate to get this one, and not quite the second. Not quite the second this time. The rare situation where you actually force Key just to do a 1K. Oh, splits the difference here. Kylar could have had everything. Instead, he splits the uprights and finds nothing. Oh, that's a bit disastrous. They know one Flatro's here because he wasn't spotted going back the other way. Sparrow isn't going to be able to zero in that kill, so it's all on Minio. They've got plenty of money. He can risk it here. There's not enough rounds left in the half for it to matter. So Minio's going to give it a serious try. Even damage done could be useful. But at some point, he's just going to have to go for the stick. And, well, that's this point. A stick that won't even get started. A 6th round, at least for the bad news Eagles, as they finally get something going here.
Nice entry. I actually would have really loved if Minio just plays for the Ninja. Because it's just impossible 1-on-3. And, of course, they've got the money that you can just go for it. So he could have just waited until 10 seconds and then just, you know, Hail Married it onto the site, smoke on the bomb, and pray nobody's... It's his default as well. I mean, you might not know it, but it was default, and that's a really hard one to actually get him off of. So, well, can't really blame him anyway for trying. Pre-molly working wonders here in window. And Flatcher feels like he's playing with fire, knowing that window smoke's been extinguished. He's lucky to be alive.
That last round was the first time they actually prevented Key from getting a ridiculous multi-kill. And now he's going to start out. He's out for a little bit of revenge. He gets the opener here. Why not? Oh, GXX seconds away from catching that player and connector. 3 players bunched by jungle window. This is kind of
they need to get out of this.
posturing.
They need to get out of this. This is way too heavy on A.
A lot comes down to Kylar. Oh, he's jumping out. Now they're up catwalk.
I think he's dead.
He should be. How do they not punish this? They let him live. He even gets a second shot at it. There's the punish. Kylar got away with a lot here, but now Minio lost a 3v5. Never mind, 3v3. There's a 3v4. Counting is hard. But as it is, big kill for Sparrow. Takes the flank out of this round. Takes the X Factor out of this round, and now self-defense. GXX and ErigoN. GXX, he's low, but he's still going to get his shot. With the ult, just needs the one. Come look in the right direction. Key coming in to clear him, but GXX will think he checked. All about timing here. Flash brings out for market. That should get Key around the corner. And indeed it does. First one found. All on ErigoN now. He's got to hold these 2 at bay, but their health is low. First engagement. First shot. It lands. A reload required. ES just one more target, and he's good for it. A backstop round to keep it close as we head to the halftime break. Into the second half. Into the pistole here. 9 and bad news. Eagles eager to get after it. Eager to get on it. Not waiting at all to get this underway. 9 were looking so very good for so much of that half, but they gave it up at the critical juncture. Still K, the engine that's been propelling them forward. He wants to get started here again. Big opener. Found the trades are swift. Advantage for the moment for bad news Eagles. K though. K and Kylar. The 2Ks of this roster, they're trying to make it happen. The bomb's been picked back up. It's a 2v2. While the smokes are up, there's a window to plant, but once they fade, that position for ErigoN's going to be huge. Synopsy will keep them from crossing to the triple plant, and that means they have to kill this ticket player. Oh, what a shot from ErigoN. Dropping off the box. K dueling. He's got the P250, but he can't connect the shots. And 1v2 required, but he's got a minute to work with here, Alan. He's got a minute to run through his reads, to run through his process, to dance around the site. Creeping forward. Hitting the shots, though. They're swinging. They're playing together. And they're going to take him out of play.
Ooh, a lot of missed shots there for both of the sides at the end. As I felt like 9 were going to win that. And they got it to a 2-on-2. Worked together to plant default, and maybe it could have got it over the line. But not to be the case. And the lack of a bomb plant here. Stave off any investment. Bad news Eagles, after an absolute slog of a first half, finally even it up and look set to take the lead. As it's just the Glocks in play. He got just enough for a deagle. Where are you playing? A ramp. Let's keep an eye on him because he's the only window. He's the only route here to finding frags, let alone get near a bomb plant.
Almost looked like he was going to have him. Natal chase. Doesn't actually find anything. All that had been 15 seconds earlier, he'd be down 2 in the round. Instead, 9 have yet to make contact. Should still be a decent setup for it. GXX put a bit on notice. They get confirmation there's a player ramp. That'll start the rotation. Scenari, big kill. And with that, it should be fine. Scenari getting him some serious damage. And there we go. Now the body dropped. Bad news Eagles in control.
Alrighty, guns out. Bit of a bonus here. 2 Farmasses, MP9 in play. So we'll see if anything a little bit funky is thrown at the woodwork. Nice and clean this round. No qualms about that. And here we go. Guns in play. Mid-smokes are landing for 9 as bomb is taken towards the A ramp. Surely A is going to be the committal, but we're still defaulting out a tad, looking for some mid-control first. And look at Scenario. You don't see this spot very often.
No, you don't. He's being held for, too. So maybe that's a bit of read, a bit of awareness, a bit of familiarity. I had to have suspicions that Bad News Eagle weren't just going to go back to the same veto after last time. This position's going to be huge, though. Kylar, that's a freebie. One Flatro had no idea, and now these two site defenders. It's panic. It's panic. Scenario has to move. He knows it. And now RigoN. I don't know what RigoN's even doing at this moment. Oh god, oh god, oh god, I'm dead. Because that's about accurate, and everybody is. It's a clean sweep so far. GXX, the lone survivor. There's nothing he can try and do about the round, and now it's time to see how far he can run to try and keep this gun available for the next. Alan, that was a beatdown.
Landslide, I think. First kill, and then it just cascades those aggressive positions on A. Are not a lot of fun if there's players swinging from stairs and jungle. And then, yeah, of course, ESL was dead to rights or whatever he did. Wherever he looked, best case scenario is probably 1 kill, and he couldn't even find that. What a statement. Coming out here early. Bad News Eagles will buy again. GXX really needs to hold on to this rifle, because then he can buy an AWP and drop this one over. If he dies, suddenly this buy isn't good at all. So good news. Looking eminent as he gets that one through. But 9, what absolute dominance. And they got cash in the bank. That is as good a gun round as you can ever hope for.
Well, the op is out this time. Maybe that'll be a difference maker. RigoN trying to get fast caddy. Wrists burning just a little bit in the CT Molly. It's not a big deal. TK's on the other side. Headshot's going to take you out of play either way. And based on the posturing right now, this could just be a straightforward B-pop. 9 have no one else. Minio is going back to try and change that. Molotov will slow things down, but there's no information plays for Bad News Eagles right now. They haven't seen any contact in towards mid. So player coming up underpass now. He's going to drop a flash. This is drawing a huge amount of focus in towards mid, actually. This is pulled. If they're going to hit B, now's the moment. Now's the moment, and they are, in fact, going to go. Synopsy under threat. He's lost his cap player. Gains the first, but does he realize there's a player already down by the pillars? No, had no idea. Had no idea. At least they kill Kylo down in towards mid. That means that they're going to have a chance at this post plant. The bomb is down after a bit of hesitation. There's no utility left for the T side. That nade, though. Oh my goodness, that's chunky. GXX doesn't care. GXX makes it happen. Time is critical. There's no kits. There's no kits, and that's a huge kill. Now they just have to worry about the cap player. I lied. There's a kit right in front of the bomb, so that's not an issue anymore. But getting past Sparrow certainly is. GXX doesn't fancy it. He's out. He's done. 9 are back in the lead.
Important as well. Holds on to this AWP, and indeed he will. Yeah, 9. Looking great. These entry kills are amazing. They're getting good positions. They're playing well together. It's simple CS and it's working. 6 more rounds. 6 more rounds is all it's going to take. 6 more rounds. And we're not going to have bNE in even the lower bracket final. We've already lost Sprout. We've already lost Heat. We've lost Entropic, who are probably a little bit of an outsider from that list given the circumstances. But these are some big names that are already out. Blue Jays, 1 win, waiting in the wings further down the road. But if Bad News Eagles go out now, well, I think then it's safe to say that this is easily the most surprising playoffs I've ever seen in this EU region.
Smokes out. The classic set of util here towards A. Did this smoke's cover? Is that, am I crazy? Minimap makes it look like there might be a gap by bench. There's actually a lot of gaps here. Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh. I
Oh,
like this.
God.
Okay, they dealt with the opper. They dealt with the opper. Okay, it's okay. Recovery going on here, but the bomb's down. That's the problem. Minio, once that connector smoke fades, might be able to deal some more damage. If they can retrieve the op, this could get real weird. Synopsy's going to get it. RigoN, rather. Posted up on the firebox player. They're trying to let Minio work. Oh, they shut her down, actually.
Yeah, such a shame. It is not broken. Oh, the timing.
He's got it. 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 That's fine. All right. No catastrophe just yet. Drop the op again. Synopsy now in a 1v3. Okay.
Ooh.
That.
Christ.
Hmm.
I thought they were dead because it didn't look like they were checking firebox. And I think one player just swung it and checked it, and that was... It was just a USP in there, but if that bomb starts getting planted and they're looking elsewhere on the site, that is game over. Absolutely game over. But yeah, it's a good recovery. 9 put the brakes on. Clearly good communication. Just someone in the outfit is being very calm there and saying, guys, just stop. Just stop peeking. Stand still and let that player in mid do his work. And they actually do a really great job at the recovery. So got scary, but it's a round lead. It's money in the bank, and bNE.rigoN feels like they're on a lot of trouble. Watch barrel. Young Flatro hits the deck. This is a terrible start.
Not ideal. Not ideal. GX, he's going to be very exposed to this connector player in Minio. It does have some oversight. Synopsy should be able to see it if Minio actually comes out. But RigoN won't clear. Okay, that's a lot of trust.
My God.
Minio's got 2. He's not even punished. He's not even punished. Now he's trying to play on the site. He can't zero in the kills, and this is disastrous. Not a bullet of damage done back to 9. And 9 find 12.
My lord. Well, print me off a ticket, Mike, because I'm coming on the 2-0 train.
Yep.
This is on. This is on. Bad News Eagles have done nothing on this CT side. Nothing. Lost every entry, made every mistake, lost every afterplant. And 9 have been excellent. This is good. This is feeling real good.
Welcome to the faith. 9 just keep making fans of us here. It's irresistible, right?
So initially they were never destined to be in playoffs. I'm not sure how late they even found out they had to play it.
Crazy to think about.
Forza news was, I want to say, Saturday. Does that sound right?
Last week, yeah.
It was during Rotterdam.
That's right, because I remember.
We were sat in Pong, right?
Was that
Friday,
where I read
was? I think so. Thursday night. It's been a week.
So, okay, there you go.
Hashtag Pong Squad for any Stockholmers in the chat.
Pong is shockingly high quality. It is genuinely surprising how consistently good Pong is, based on my expectations for that kind of a place. Like, by all rights, it should be terrible.
In Katowice, there's a smaller shopping center called Super Sam. You might have been in there.
Yep.
On the bottom floor, there's a killer, like, it's basically the same deal as Pong. It's kind of Southeast Asian sort of food. And that is amazing.
Interesting. I'll have to check that one out. Kylar, opening pick here again, coming through for 9. This trade takes out the 1 rifle, so it's fine to sacrifice Minio into the blender to take out the 1 gun over for the CT side. Maybe RigoN can retrieve that, but he's held off by a Molotov, so not quickly. Damage on the Goofy is good. Oh, Scenario had a moment. You had a moment. You had a moment. This could have gotten interesting. Instead, it's done.
Their team plays really good.
Yes.
It's so rarely they get just killed without trade. And up against the pistols, I know that there's a dink there from the 5-7 in the mix, but you can just see how the ramp players, they're not super eager to get the fights, to let the mid players do the work. They play some really solid Counter-Strike. Really solid Counter-Strike. Of course, there's so much experience dotted around this Polish scene. But this actually isn't a team with a lot of that experience, so I guess it has to be coming from you know, Sparrow, Minio, though these sort of players. They've got to be feeding in a lot of these fundamentals.
It's insane to me right now that K has more ADR than more impact. He's, if anything, looking better. Maybe he's not required as much because they're winning rounds cleanly. But he has not slowed down one jot, one iota. My guy is red hot right now. And he could be booking them a spot in the consolidation final. This is elimination for Bad News Eagles. They got knocked down to the first round by this team. They battled back to this point. And it could be a little case of deja vu for the Eagles.
This is a terrible time to be playing 3B. Jim Fletcher is heavily committed in connector. And it's just Scenari. He's under so much pressure as they swing out of Palace. Fortunately wins the first duel, but he's taken solo, and that's the problem with playing triple. 1 for 1 as these nades start to come over.
At least he does kill the absolute Hulk of the non side. That's something to speak of, but why is that goofy? Snopsy did get one on that trade. Bomb's going to be planted. What do you do about that? Denial. Minio and Kylar immediately strike at GXX. I mean, he's got to try this now. 1v2. But his position's known. They shouldn't give him the fight.
I don't even think there's a kit nearby. There's one there in connector, but none by his feet.
Not close enough. He has to back away. He knows he has to back away. That's going to be 14 rounds on. 14 rounds for 9. This is brutal. Reminder, Bad News Eagles won the pistol and the 3 rounds, including the pistol. Since then, nada. 5 in a row back the other way.
Absolutely brutal. And Bad News Eagles aren't saving guns. GXX is saved a lot of times, actually, but they need more than that.
Yeah.
2 guns here, and they might buy. Oh, they're going to go for it. They're
going for it.
Okay, this is full desperation. There's not going to be a lot of nades on any of these players. ESL has to go to a FAMAS scenario. Synopsys going to have no nades. 2 flashbangs. We've got 2 smokes on the... free smokes in play. 2 Molotovs. GXX needs to find an open kill. That simple.
Has to happen. Presence in mid. We haven't actually seen a lot of the mid fight for 9. GXX does find the opener. That's out towards ramp. We're on this smoke fade catwalk. This is going to be the round. First one found, taken out of play. Synopsy gets himself a kill. Minio gets the positioning, though. In towards the ladder. Still, mid's basically lost, and GXX is there on the angle, so this is now looking very good. For 9 in a 2v4, yes, this is still recoverable, but economic damage as well would be huge. You're talking about the long range. That's going to be a nice piece early. Goofy stink, but the kill is more important. If they get 1 more out of this round, that's already huge. And with a minute 10, I mean, this is still recoverable. This is winnable, for sure.
Is ESL going to hear this?
There's no one. RigoN will hear it, but is he there in time? Does it matter that he hears this? No one else can rotate. Okay, it matters. It matters a lot, actually. It matters a whole lot.
Ooh, still a little dicey, but yeah, they, don't know what they're called. It was a crazy round from 9. 2 sit in the top mid smoke. I guess they were waiting for A to have more impact, but they lose players initially on that side, and they have to do something themselves. So that wasn't how the round is meant to work. Let's put it that way. And actually, their money is going down really fast because they've won the round that pushed them to 14 with only 1 alive. Still decent amount they'll be able to buy in the next anyway, but it has dwindled very quickly here.
For Cade. He's in the palace. He's solo dolo. But when's he gonna emerge? He can help for now, but as Presence comes in towards the B site, will that distract focus? Will that pull attention? It seems to be a little bit of discord over on the A players, and what's to do with Scenari? Have they seen each other? It's a good question on this palace fight. This could be huge. Key tucked in the corner. Scenari looking for it. Oh, the Molotov will force him back. Well done. Good piece of utility. Critical timing on it. They are coming back towards this A play, though. Minio starting to float. And, well, the bomb could go back to Greet. The 2 still in the courtyard. Could push underpass. There's options here for 9. A lot, I think, is going to come down to Scenario on this first engagement. What can he find? Spotted Shadow, but he doesn't have the aim. He doesn't have the kill, and now, 2 kills coming in concert. K is dealt with, but that's going to bring the bomb back over. If they get rid of ESL, it's over. ESL holds strong once again. He's been the sentinel of this site, but he can't hang on. Problem is, no one else is here. And Sparrow does not realize the player is out. Oh, he's not punished. That should have been the death blow. That should have been the round in hand now for the Bad News Eagles instead. 10 seconds to go. We still got a chance here. It comes down to a 1v2, and that's it. Map point, series point found for 9.
What a mental round. I was about to say, assuming they'd lose it, that they overcomplicate that way too much. We've got a player ramp, we've got a player palace, we've got 2 in a B apartments, we're throwing fakes, we're trying to get crazy, and they didn't need to do that earlier on in the half. I don't see why they're compelled. That round was absolutely mad. They should have lost that. They should have lost that in the 2-on-2 at the time that low, but they make it work. They make it work, and that's been the moral of this series. Every time they make it work. Scenari finally gets his team an entry frag, finally holds off the onslaught. 5 in a row. It's not unheard of, but this would take a monumental effort.
The aggression.
Oh,
it's going to be
God.
punished, and it's all unraveling now. This defense is going to have to spread. It's going to have to split, and well, Minio's position here in underpass. Timing.
Palace smoke is gone.
Uh-oh. On Flatro. Does he catch Goofy? He's looking for it. He's got it. Evens up the numbers at the very least, but Minio's time to get activated now. There's a player above him in the window. One Flatro clearing them out on A. Minio, his spot's now known. He's distracted focus. It's once again going to be the V fight, and this time it'll be Synopsy who has to come out on top. Synopsy's hearing these footsteps, though. 50 seconds. They're making no secret of this. Players will be on the angle. It's well set up for the Bad News Eagles, and that's the bomb. And that's the round.
I'm just about to read about something about where ESL was. I don't know why he run for apartments. It's a little bizarre. That should have been over, I think. Get the 2 kills in A ramp.
Yeah.
And then we're letting John Flatro take 2 1-on-1s. It's a little bit too much. Need to be more disciplined. Of course, when you're on series point in a game like this, where for 9, getting this far in the tournament is already amazing, and getting near a confidence spot would be unbelievable. You can imagine mistakes are going to start creeping in. It's just the nature of the moment. And they can't afford many more, or this is going to be overtime.
This is going to be the group up for A. 2 in Palace this time, finding everything. First one caught. They realize there's one under Balk. Scenari, he finds the first. He's got a bit of a crossfire with the player steps and a smoke to give himself just a little bit of space, and he's going to hem in. Minio takes him out of sandwich, stays alive as well. Scenari, as an individual, is doing so much work in this round. The bomb's down as well, so they are definitely committed in this fight. 9 will put a beat in it. But they need something to open it back up. Kylar might have just delivered. Now they know that mid threat is there. That allows Sparrow a bit of space out. He's not committing just yet. The big threat is still the player on the balcony. They know it. But Kylar, finding an approach. RigoN swings. He takes the first, not the second. Synopsy and Scenari, they're going to need an S-rank play out of this one. The first shot could be devastating. Scenari holds on, and it's all on to Goofy now. Goofy chasing this kill, finds the first. Synopsy around the boxes, but 4 HP is the difference between elimination and survival.
Whoa, that was scary. That was so scary. It still looks to me like this 9 team is starting to seize up a little bit. This nade under balcony was way too late. We had 5 seconds there of hesitation as we're coming out of ramp. We just needed to go and go and go behind the entry. And oh my lord, they've gone for a force buy?
I guess the idea is if you lose here, you can save in the next, then get one more gun round.
It's bold. It's very bold.
They're feeling dangerous. It was a faster play on Vertigo that netted them a critical round, you remember? That Mach 10 play around on towards A. It's time for a do-over. Seems like it's just going to be the straightforward A take 2. The difference this time is Bad News Eagles don't have anyone up by the balcony. They've been playing very aggressive in your face by the ramp or the balc, doing something there. This time, it's a little more vanilla. This could get interesting. Upon Fletcher, though, he's ahead of the smokes. Here's the flashbangs. These are good. No one's checking for Scenari. Scenari will get 2. Bombs being planted. They want that plant money, but that's denied, and the round is over. And I don't even know what Minio's supposed to be doing in this round. He's not finding much.
Wow, that was flat. There very flat. The flashes are actually perfect. Their flashes were so perfect. Scenario behind triple was full blind. They kill him. They're looking that way. Yeah. It's also, if you had a lot of nades, maybe you would have mollied it. But of course, on that sort of buy, you got to pick and choose.
Yep.
Wasn't the worst round in the world. It's just unfortunate that they don't really check scenario. And this was the eco. We're going for the full 30. We're going for the full 30, and well, we can have it any other way. I think pretty much every map we've covered in this playoffs has been at least 28 rounds.
Yeah. It feels that way for sure. It feels that way for sure. These teams are so hard to separate. Oh, good. Very comfortable. Kills coming in. A cacophony of them. And, well, it's a quickie. Now it's time to find out. We go into overtime. Are Bad News Eagles really bringing this back? Or can 9 find one more round?
I think they need to go back to mid. They've had a lot of rounds of mid fakes and two there and then 3 on the sides, and they just haven't taken mid control. They haven't had it as a threat. It's been a little bit too easy for the players in and around mid to get back to the sites without any qualms. Oh my lord, there's nobody on B.
Just go. They don't have the bomb. They're checking underpass. Once they realize this, I mean, they're focusing on this fight, but GXX, he finds one. Molotov's gonna force him back out. He's gotta be a dead man. How is he alive? And now one Flacho gets activated. Uh-oh. Opportunity missed. No, they kill Synopsy. B still clear. It's a 3-man rotate back in. A death ball from the Bad News Eagles. But 9 don't realize it. They don't realize all the space that they've gained. And by the time they do, oh, GXX, what a shot. Up on top of the lip. Offsets their aim. bNE.rigoN, though, just misses one Flacho. And that cost Kyler his life. So now the bomb's not down. It's in the apartments. Basically, bNE.rigoN has to kill all 3. I don't think there's a world where he gets back to this bomb to plant it. Take the first. This would be the clutch of a lifetime. 2 more to find. GXX just doesn't want to give him the fight. He wants to reset. Knowing that his health is low. It's down to the clutch. It's down to the 1. bNE.rigoN could do it all. 40 seconds, though. He's not going to want to move once this op is on. So not going to apps now. May just miss his window of opportunity. Knows he's got some clock to play with. He knows he's got some time. GXX is back on the angle, and all it's going to take is one shot. Getting up on the van. There it is. Clutch denied. bNE.rigoN unable to put this away. As close can be. And we're going for OT. It's Vertigo all over again. 9 in control, 9 with map point, 9 looking to put it away, but they just can't quite snuff the Bad News Eagles in regulation. It comes down to a clutch. It comes down to some wild moments. It comes down to an almost 1v3 pulled off from Minio. 9 can't finish it here. Let's see if the Bad News Eagles can take us a step further and find themselves a map 3, or if, like Vertigo, might come off the rails once more.
Didn't see this GXX in regulation. Ooh. Ooh.
Does he know there's a player close, though?
I think
if he pops a
Goofy saw
shot,
him. Flash comes in, Minio. I thought he's going to swing off the back of that, but chooses not to.
they've got
GXX
everybody here.
Angle.
Oh, he reads it! He reads the setup. He still should be dead. They can't put him away, though. He's going to find another GXX. Oh, a third! What a round for GXX. Should have been dead. Maybe gets one and traded. They had the position, they had the read, they had the spot, and GXX still delivers.
Another AWP here. I don't think they're going to expect this at all from ESL. Smoke comes over. That is for the market window. Hopefully for Kylar, so he doesn't cross before it. ESL gets out in front, though. It's taking it super slow. No more noise cues. They're just going to contact this.
Scenario's clearing in towards spawn as well, so he's going to have contain. Slower they go, closer these other CTs may get. bNE's playing this well. Not showing face at all. Maybe he takes a swing when they drop down. Now he hears the audio cue. That's the calm. His teammates are going to start to float over. bNE just wants to stay alive. That's the key. A wait for the plant to come in. Nade's good. Minio's low, and he knows it. That is the time. Is that it? One Flatro has it. Kylar had to race just on the clock. That's nicely played from ESL.
Such a mess there at the start for 9. I'm almost certain Goofy saw the AWP. And then they just throw one flashbang. They're not trying to kill the AWP. Sparrow's peeking into it and just dying immediately. It's a little bit of a mess. And no world after getting spotted to GXX get free before being felled in towards mid. That was the difference there. First round then in overtime hits in the way of Bad News Eagles. Early catwalk jump from GXX because this nice angle round the top mid smoke. He can tell his teammates nobody's out. Nobody is out. They can't have crossed just yet.
Here's a run boost. But it's over. GXX reveals his position. He's backed away. I think this is ESL. Because it could be. ESL's been gone. Kind of swap spots. That's a nice tag on. That's a nice nade in. Goodbye, Minio. A follow-up as well. ESL coming alive here in OT. That secondary op. Maybe just a little bit of a difference maker here. And 9 fall flat. How do they regain here, Alan? How do they regain?
I don't know. I don't know what you even do from here. Bit of a mid boost. Run boost to get the AWP out. Might have been heard by Scenari, but it's a bit of a distance. And you just got to let the individuals work. It is overtime, so no consideration of saving. That's a nice kill. ESL hits the deck. But still more work to be done. Bomb recovered. Not like this. 3 on 3.
Upon Flatro, is he going to expect the player to already be in window? They might think it's clear. Sparrow, did he just jump? He just jumped. He just jumped and jumped back out. That was to try and distract focus, I guess, but it didn't really work. He gets caught from catwalk. I'm not sure what the read was there. They think it's a rotate, but Juan Flatro is here to defend, and, well, with 17 seconds, Goofy has to plant the bomb. That's all he can really do. He's expecting Juan Flatro to come around, and, I mean, he's correct. It's a nade to chase instead. It's an option on the angle. That one's all Bad News Eagles. What happened with Sparrow in window?
I don't know why he didn't stay in there. He could have actually killed, I think, Sean Flatcher from behind into his jungle. I have no explanation. If you add in these overtime rounds to the end of regulation, it just doesn't look like the same team. They're making a lot of mistakes. It's very janky. And I think the pressure's getting to them. If they give away 3 to Bad News Eagles, that surely is too much. This round is so important. Huge weight to just get anything on the board here on the C side.
Control going to be established here for Bad News Eagles and towards apartments. It's a lighter presence on A. Many are now working his way up underpass. How do they want to approach this? Oh, has he been spotted by one flat show? He's just past the angle. He's just past the angle. He's going to get ESL as a result. Juan Flatro let his teammate down in that instance, and now Synopsy done. This is starting to look good. GXX will go forward into the fight. The Molotov pushing him in. He's stuck by triple. Juan Flatro striking at the right moment. GXX making some noise out of it. A 2v2. What a swing! Oh, from Goofy. All about scenario now. A viable clutch. A chance. A bomb to be planted, and they're planting it a little open as well. They don't have a read on Scenari's position. Is Sparrow going to wander into his crosshair? The timing is everything here, but Sparrow still hits it. That should have been Scenari. Sparrow doesn't care. We're on for more. 1 round for 9. Was that enough, Alan?
I don't know. I'm not sure. We haven't seen him in CT on the CT side in so long, but what I do remember is that the T side from Bad News Eagles was very scrappy. It was a lot of individual plays and then string out the round and hope you can bring it together in the afterplant. So, yeah, close as can be. I still feel like Bad News Eagles are happy, though. They look good at the end of regulation. They've won 2 rounds. I'm still leaning in their direction right now.
You remember this first half? You remember this first half once the guns came out? Man. Good for 9. It was very good.
We're also forgetting the key scoreline here. He must be over 30.
Do you know that Bad News Eagles won both pistols in this map? I'd forgotten they won the first half pistol as well. Keys, in fact, he's at 28, I think, at this point. Maybe higher, actually. Maybe higher. He's pretty monstrous.
Nip smokes. I haven't seen these for a while.
There we go. Okay, can he... Oh, he gets the first K close up. He gets checked. So an even situation, and look at the spacing on B. There's no one here. There's no one here. They're so focused on the mid fight. They will find it, but they need to react immediately. Retail's starting to come out. And are they on the angle? Goofy is. Goofy is stepping up huge. 3 massive frags here. And now a prime situation for 9 to bring through a 17th round. Synopsy's going to get the plant at the very least. But look at the flank developing. Minio is working his way into the apartments, and now there's going to be assailants coming from all sides. There's no easy spot to defend from. GXX. Wary. There's the trade. Oh, Synopsy, a 1v1. He could do it. Kylo knows he has him hemmed in, and there's the bullets. Just enough done. A defuse on and a round win for 9. We're going the distance once more.
That was a 4-on-2. That was a 4-on-2. 3 directions they're coming from in the afterplant. And GXX is just absolutely formidable at the moment. He is... This is the GXX which absolutely slammed Entropic. He is having quite a day. But here we go. All square. 17 apiece. Call it Murdigo, because this is a reflection of the first map. What have you got for us? 9. Key as well. Feels like a matter of time until he has a massive round. Goofy's had a phenomenal game of Mirage. He's off towards Catwalk. And he's searching. He's probing. He's looking for these fights in mid.
That nade's nice early. Just put Scenario on notice a little bit. They're grouping up massively in towards mid. 4 players here. The Bad News Eagle side. Just ESL. Probing ramp. They've tucked Minio into the firebox. They're shifting up positions, it feels like, every round. Shifting players around. Once this mid utility fades, and at some point the Bad News Eagles are going to have to make some decisions about what they actually want to do. Is this the bricks boost? This is the bricks boost. It's Goofy on top of it. Looking for first contact. He's going to fund it. That's a kill, and he's backed away. Nice way to find a pick. Nade follows it up as well. Damage starting to stack here, and this is getting dire. This is getting a little hairy. A little scary. No one's watching for connector exactly, so they'll be allowed onto the step. Here's the first check. Sparrow, he lives. He lives. That's so important. Now his teammates can start to dump utility. They're going to try and chase, but he's escaped. He's out the window, and they have no idea Minio's here. No idea. He'll take one. The trade is there. A 2-on-3. recoverable here for the Bad News Eagles as they look for this last round. As they look to find map point, as they look to try and carry us through to 3. Clear in. Kylar gets the first. A good read from Sparrow on where Scenari's playing from, but GXX is the X factor. And there's no more smokes. There's no more smokes, so they can't pull GXX off of his angle. The flashbang's good to get Scenari, but they have to kill GXX. It just has to be on the face. He knows he has to check. The shot's not on. The shot is on. That's going to be it. That's going to be 18 found. 9 find series point.
Oh my lord. I also think if he's taking that fight with an M4 Kylar, he might get a dink, but I don't think he gets a clean kill. Only because he gets the AK. Only because he gets the AK off the ground. Does he make that look easy? Wow, these rounds are so labored. So labored for 9. They're getting huge man advantages, huge positional advantages, and just losing them time and time again and relying on heroics in these afterplants. But here we go. Another map point. Remind me, Mike, was it 15-11 in regulation? I think it might have been. I think this is number 5.
Yeah, it is. Oh, Goofy. What?
Huge.
Just seeing the utility.
Huge.
Just tries his luck. All right, Goofy. Time to go buy some lottery tickets. That's a very nice stroke for 9 to try and put this map away.
Oh, they're so susceptible. 4 in mid. If anybody pushes the site right now, I think it's game over. And the barrel is spotted.
Oh, leg shot. Not a kill. Not a kill. But they know. They've got so much information here. A trade actually comes back the other way. Sparrow can't get out. That not being a kill may actually be disastrous. Look at this. The double push in towards courtyard. It's the pinch coming in from the side. Watcho, he doesn't expect it to be so far forward. They read TV? No. GXX finds the shot, and they're able to back away. A 3-on-3. This round is so chaotic now. 50 seconds, and Bad News Eagles are being rebuffed. Control everywhere. Meanwhile, look at K. Oh, K's in spawn. K's in spawn. GXX, is he ready? Opts not to go all the way.
Someone needs to stop moving on this CT side. Just leave Key here and play 2B. It's fine. It's a good position. Look at them. They're just moving everywhere.
They don't know where I mean, it's been so chaotic. They don't know where anyone is anymore. Kylar's back a site now. You got Minio playing from spawn. Key holding on the ramp. It is going to be a B take. This is theoretically the easier way to do it. But what damage can Kylar find is the big question. They don't have a Molotov to clear him out. They may just not check it. He's been spotted, but he still finds the kill. And that's going to hold him up from the bomb plant. No time to spare. If any of his teammates were close enough, this would already be over. But instead, we'll get a post. We'll get the 2v2. We're going to get GXX trying to put this one to bed. GXX and RigoN. 2 guys who are incredible for their team. The time GXX pulls off the angle. And the spot on the bench player. He's seen the ankle. He's seen the ankle. He's got the read. It's all in the RigoN. I think he may have even spotted RigoN back here. He was certainly scoped in for the possibility. They don't know. They don't know. They're clearing their angle still. RigoN's trying to play the time. But they've got to know. They've got to have process of elimination here. They've got to suspect that this could be the hit. He's got the first, but not the second. There's time. 9 are putting it away. 9 are moving on. 9 are in the consolidation final here. They shouldn't have even been here, Alan. They shouldn't have even been in playoffs, only in because of Force's withdrawal, and yet they keep on fighting. They've now bested the Bad News Eagles twice. They've now battled their way through the upper, through the lower. They've made it to this point. They are in the top 3 of ESL Challenger League.
Throwing the series victory as well over Heat. These are some of the heaviest hitters. Wow.